Hello, I wanted to go through week number 3, job design, job analysis. In this week, we talked about hot topics. We reviewed the quiz. We did just a note to everybody to sign up for the library assignment. Remember that there are pieces of the library assignment that you need to do, which is including going over to the library either on the 16th or 18th. Not all clickers are signed up. Please make sure yours is signed up and you come in class. Otherwise, from here on out, if there's issues, I understand that. But if you don't have your clicker or it's not signed up, then you don't get points, and again, participation points. Also, I found chapter 2. It's just a quick little YouTube of it, so you may want to click on that. It should be a hot link. Otherwise, just Google it under, not Google, but go under YouTube and look up the name of our book. And we're going to talk about job analysis today. Thursday, make sure that, first of all, you come to the computer lab, BEH 240, as well as here are some job description outlines, which if you don't have your job description yet, you can go on websites such as Marriott, IHG, etc., and take a look. But bring in your own job description because I would like to see what is out there. We watched Modern Times, and I hope you'll take a minute and watch that. It's actually 9 minutes long, and you'll find that it is very appropriate for this class and job analysis and understanding about it. So we had an open discussion about after it how it applied to job analysis. But why job analysis? The human capital is a term that you're going to hear over and over in the life cycle. You'll hear over and over in our industry, in the HR industry. And really what it comes down to is that there are steps in the whole life cycle of how we look at human capital. And the first one is the job analysis. We look at the jobs, not the person, but the job, when we look at the life cycle of how human capital is in our workforce. And human capital really goes back to the Modern Times film and says, how can we make it better? How can we make it faster? How can we make it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? But instead of widgets, which Charlie Chaplin is doing, we are doing human and the performance. So here is a model. It's a nice model that comes from an ebook that I'll upload, Job Analysis, Recruitment, Screening, Final Selection, Job Orientation, and then the training, and it starts all over again. And here's another nice model. And I like this because it shows it better as cyclical. It doesn't ever stop, but you do start at identify, which is the job analysis. And so what is job analysis? It is looking at a job and not the person. It focuses on the behaviors, tasks, and outcomes of what that job is. Each job has a purpose in an organization that goes right to the strategy. And we keep on talking about the strategies and strategic mission of what's going on in HR. But you need to know that everything you do, that means that there's a strategy to it. Also identifies the qualifications necessary to perform that job. So what you have is well-qualified people that come in, not under and not over, that you can get somebody in that is the best fit. Not always the right fit, but the best fit for what you know. It also the analysis really reports the job of the time. They don't look back and you don't look forward, or you don't look like the example that I used. We're doing a lot of outsourcing. So an ABC company, it doesn't mean that ABC company, a job description is going to be the same as DEF company, because they may have totally different cultures. And my own opinion, that's an error today. We can't do a cookie cutter approach. So it's not looking at the person again. It's not looking at what they're doing or the evaluations or even their attitudes. However, it is looking at just the job. And it is not a time and motion study. For those of you that want to know more about that, I've included the link there. And again, not the individual position. So why do we do the analysis? As we talked last week, it's so important with the EEOC and ADA to make sure that any organization above 15 people, 15 and above, adheres to EEOC and ADA. So a job analysis can also help in how fast our world is changing, and it can help tune your organization, downsizing, upsizing, and mergers, things like that. Really important at that point to do a job analysis. And here's an example of the purpose, and you can go through each one of those. I did a quick in-house clicker thing, and it's all of the above here. And in your book, you have Exhibit 2, which is what we will talk about more in class on Thursday, and we'll do an activity on Thursday. But mostly, I want to make sure that you understand from your book the steps that go into this. And you can read about that in your book. However, the Hawthorne Effect, this is a question about the Hawthorne Effect, and it is true. The Hawthorne Effect just simply states that if you're observing workers to do an evaluation, that means that they may be more productive. No matter what, they may be more productive. So you always have to control for the Hawthorne Effect. I also have included, if you want to go through a little bit more here, but I'm going to stop the recording right here. You can continue going through and stopping this as needed. I have ONET, which is a wonderful resource for us, as well as some other information, and I'm just going to go through to the end here. But that's all for Thursday. I would like the job description